Okay, so let's go over how to proceed with our project once we have our survey done. So I've surveyed 20 students and now I'm going to type that into the document. The document is in your Google Drive. So you're going to open your Google Drive and find today's assignment and you're going to write your question up here and you're going to write your categories here and you're going to change your tallies to numbers and you're going to enter them there. So now we're ready to start working on these two columns. In order to enlarge this to out of 410 students, I'm going to need to get some scratch paper out and I'm going to need to do these 7 problems right here. This is really 7 different problems. So over here, I have created my fraction of the students who liked Lay's. So 1 out of every 20 like Lay's, and I'm enlarging that to out of 410. So you could either cross multiply and divide, or you could look for your Schwoopy factor. The Schwoopy factor here is timesing by 20.5. And whatever I do to the bottom, I'm going to do to the top. So my x would be about 20.5. I'm going to round that up to about 21 people, just because we don't want to chop people in half. And then I'm going to go back to my computer screen and I would enter that into my computer screen. This is on the computer. I just didn't want to go back and forth between a computer and a DocCam. And I have that first problem done. So then I would repeat that same process with Doritos. I would cross multiply and divide, a whole nother problem. When I get my answer, I would type it in right here. So once you finished all 7 of those problems, you're going to need to enlarge it to out of 1,180. That's about the number of students who are at the whole school. So you're setting up a whole new problem. So this is, again, my Lay's category. The fraction of students who like Lay's is still the same. It was still 1 out of 20. I'm just now enlarging it out of 1,180. Notice that the X is going to be on the top today. We're looking for the part who like Lay's. Yesterday or the other day when we were working with the fish activity, we were finding holes. Today we're finding the enlarged part. So there's my Lay's. I would cross multiply and divide. When I get my answer, I would type it in right there. Okay. Just some little other situations. What if you didn't get 20 students? You only got 15 people surveyed before I cut you off. You're still going to do the same thing, but your fraction for Lay's would be 2 out of 15 because you only serve 15 people. Say you accidentally surveyed 22 people. Yours would be whatever out of your total. So this is the part and this is your total over here. But it's the same exact process. It's just you have a 15 on this bottom left instead of us having a 20. This, again, should match whatever your total sample size was. Uh-oh, error there. That should be 1,180. 1,180, okay? Okay, another issue is, what if you were not here to do the survey at all? And if you were not here to do the survey at all, because maybe you're homesick or something like that, you are just going to pretend like this is the survey you did. So your question is, what is your favorite color? You would write that on 1, and you're just going to take this data that I found from an earlier year. Red 6, green 4, blue 5, yellow 1, black 4. And your total would be out of 20. Okay. Next part would be the questions down at the bottom. So this right here, you need to read that and you need to think about that. Look back at your notes to think about what bias means and what representative means. And this one right down here, you're going to pick one of your categories. I pick Lay's. You could pick anything that you've written here. And then you're just going to figure out the fraction of students who liked whatever category you were. For me, it was Lay's and it was 1 out of 20 students. And then over here, I'm just going to do another enlargement, picking one category. I just happen to pick the same category as I did there. Good luck. Let me know your questions.